This video is about optical illusions, and these are drawings or diagrams that confuse the eye. And let's have a look at some. Now, the first one is a very simple one. There are two lines there with arrows on both ends, but they don't look the same length, do they? But in fact they are identical. Why do you think that is? Well, I think that this line has open arrows and they tend to spread the line out at the end, which makes it look longer, whereas the other one has arrows that sort of hold it in and therefore it looks slightly shorter. Let's apply that to two circles. Now, once again, the two circles are identical size, but the arrows on that one make it look bigger because they radiate away from the center of the circle, whereas the other one has arrows going towards the circle, which make it sort of shrink. Next, a similar thing in a way, but this is what the brain actually thinks it's looking at. Do you see a two-dimensional shape on a piece of paper, or do you see a three-dimensional cube that seems to stand out of the paper or sink into the paper? Are you looking at the inside or the outside of the shape if you think it's three-dimensional? Next, what about that? Are the lines all straight? The answer is yes, they are, even the two thick ones, because if I put a ruler along it, along one of them, then you see it is perfectly straight. So why do they look curved? Well, it's because the thin lines radiate outwards, and as they cross the thicker lines, that gives the impression of a curve of the two lines. Similar is this one, a sort of bicycle wheel shape onto which I've drawn a circle, and yes, it is a perfect circle. Although it looks distorted, it's once again due to these other lines radiating out across it. Now we come to three shapes that cannot be made in 3 dimensions. They look fine in 2 dimensions, but try making this out of wood. So far, it's fine. You could do that. That's not a problem. Neither is that. But have a look at the other end. That is an impossible 3-dimensional shape. You could not make that out of wood. It's a twisted shape. So let's remove that one and have a look all in one go at the one below it. Now this triangle, again, looks fine at first glance, but you couldn't make it out of wood. It's a twisted shape. It won't work. And now for the final one. Once again, it looks okay to begin with. We've got the same sort of rectangular type end that we had on the first of these 3 drawings. But watch what happens when I pull the black paper away to reveal the other end. So far, so good. But what about that? There is no way you could make that as a 3-dimensional object out of wood.